Hi everyone, welcome to Covers at Jeffers. I'm Ham, and I want to demonstrate to you a couple of our different styles of covers and also show you some of the options that you can get with them. So the first two I have here, this is a budget over here. This is the burgundy, and it finishes about 16 inches down on all four sides. This happens to be a hemmed finish on this one, although you can get braid or tassel or fringe. This lovely red one is a full drape. It will finish about 1 inch off the floor. This one happens to have tassel, but you can here again get braid or fringe, or you can just have it hemmed if you want. The corners are rounded, so it makes a nice drapey feeling, which is why the one piece. Now, on a full drape, I will give you this heads up. It's two pieces sewn together. So on the back side somewhere, on this one, it happens to be on the ringer side, just beyond the table. Sometimes it's up here on the table, but there will be a small seam that runs the length of the cover. The cover will be cut custom to your table height, foam height, to your specifications. Same with the budget. Standard is 16 inches drop, but I have done 10, I've done 12. Just whatever the customer wants, whatever you want is what we will cut. This is our standard two-piece. This is the most popular cover other than the full drape and the budget. This is the most popular cover. It is comprised of two pieces. One is the top. Top finishes about 2 inches in the front and comes down on the back side, the ringer side, about 28 to 30 inches, depending on how tall your tables are, how deep your tables are. Standard 30-inch tables, it'll come down about 28 to 30 inches on the back side and just be hemp. Now, the way this attaches is via Velcro. And as you can see, this is a straight skirt that just attaches via Velcro and gives a nice fitted appearance to your cover. It comes around to the back side a couple of inches so that your sides are completely covered as well as the front is completely covered. These can be finished in either a hemmed finish, tassel, fringe, or braid. This happens to be a tassel finish. You can also finish it in a different color trim. We have several who have done the burgundy with a black trim or gold trim. We've also done different colors if they like to coordinate. We can also send you samples of the trim colors as well as the fabric colors upon request. So this is the standard two-piece. You can also have it where it's pleated across the front. So we showed you the standard two-piece. This happens to be a two-piece pleated, deluxe pleated. Now I just happen to have two different colors here. You can do two different colors if you want. Most people do go with the same color top as the skirt. But the reason I wanted to show you is this is a pleat. These happen to be 4-inch and what we call closed pleats in that they butt up against each other. So the pleats themselves are 4 inches wide and they'll go from corner to corner. Now you can get them with a gap in between, which is an open pleat, a 1-inch or a 2-inch gap. You can also get 3-inch size pleats. You can get a 5-inch pleat, a 6-inch pleat. I have photos of several of these pleat sizes that I can send you so you can see them and see what they look like, both closed and open. But this is our deluxe pleated. Now the sides on this skirt are straight because if you put them up against each other on the tables, you'll want the straight sides so that you don't have too much fabric in between. It's got a nice band finish at the top. Most pleated skirts are hemmed at the bottom, but here again, you can get whichever trim you want. You could get a braid, a tassel, or fringe, or as I said, just hemmed. And that's up to you as a feature. Over here, we have a standard two-piece top, which could be either for the pleated or for the standard two-piece. This is to show the pocket option. You can have pockets. This would be the ringer side of the table. And you can get pockets. We've got some big pockets. We've got a couple skinny pockets here in the center. And they go down. So this is an option that you can get. It's a slightly additional cost, but it is an option that you can get as far as the pockets are concerned. now we're going to go with the 3-piece cover. Now, this particular top happens to be for a 3-piece adjustable, which means your skirt can go at 3 different heights. That's what these 3 lower white rows of Velcro are. This happens to be your balance Velcro, and then your skirt could be this high, which would be, on this particular set, was a 34-inch, 32-inch. This one was at 34-inch, and this is at 36-inch. So the way you put these on is the skirt will have this piece of muslin at the top, which will have the Velcro attached to it. So it goes on whichever level of skirt or height level that you need. And here again, Velcro to Velcro. And then the valance, this happens to be our classic or one of our standard valances, which has a braid on it. So this goes on that top row of Velcro, and as you see, it covers the muslin, so you don't see it. This gives you a nice 3-piece look, a little bit more involved as far as decisions, because this happens to be a standard. We also have a standard that's a single swag, and that'll have a scallop bottom to it. There are also several deluxe versions that you can choose from as far as the valance style goes. One of those is a double swag, which has 2 layers of scallops. One is a vertical block, which would have different colors inserted vertically in the front. The other is a color band, which you choose which colors you want and how many, and then they just go vertically like this. We also have pleated, which means you can get the valance itself pleated. You can also get the deluxe pleated, which you can get any of the valances, and the skirt is pleated. Here again, only in the front, because when you start doing too much on the sides, most of the time you're not going to see it because the tables are butt up against each other. In this day and age, with everything going on, whether your tables are together or not. Now, one of the options you can get with the valance, with the 3-piece, you can get it also with the 2-piece. You can get embroidery, which the embroidery can go on the valance here. On a standard 2-piece, it would just go on the skirt wherever you designate. The other thing is you can get what's called a Westminster style. Now, where this is actually 3 pieces all Velcroed together, a Westminster is 3 pieces, but it is sewn together, which means you cannot change out the valance. But if you just want it to sit over the table, if you don't ever put them up or very rarely take the covers off the table, a Westminster is an option. Now, the nice thing about the Velcro ones is if you have 2 different groups and they want 2 different looks, you can change the valance out just as easy as taking one off and put another one back on. One of the options you can get is you can get embroidery on your skirt if you want, say the Methodist Cross and Flame, or if you want your church's, your group's name on the skirt, you can do that. You can also get a banner, which you can take from table to table or group to group and have your church name or your group name and a symbol. You can do it your own symbol, or you can choose from some that we have, some designs that we have. And if you want a custom one, give us a call. We'll give you a quote on that. Otherwise, this is the machine that we do most of the banner work on because it's got a larger print area. And so this is how it's set up. I can do more than the 15 colors that are here, but generally most do not have more than 15 colors. But it's okay if you do. So on skirts and on valances, if we've got multiple, depending on the size of the design, we also have our 6-head machine, which I can run all 6 different valances or skirts at once with the same design. So if you want embroidery as an option, or if you'd like a banner to add to your group's image, just give us a call and we can walk you through the process of designing a banner or where to put your logo or whatever you'd like, bring it on the skirt. We've also had memorials put on the backside of skirts before. skirts or covers were given in memorial, we've also put that on the back as a tribute to the person or the family who donated the money. So if you have any questions about this option, just give us a call and we'll be happy to walk you through it. If you have any questions on any of these cover styles, or if you would like color samples of the fabrics or the trim, just give us a call. We have a covers booklet that we'll send out with the fabric swatches in it. When you get ready for the trim, if you want to see some of the trim colors or the trim styles, let me know and we can send you little snippets of the trim so you can see what they look like. My name is Pam, and welcome to my world of covers.